So, Special Forces, this film right here, Special Forces, was this the very first time you worked with this guy?
Yeah, but I have to just go before. I did a movie before that. After the first movie in Bulgaria, I said I don't want to come back because it was a mess.
Right.
But about a year and a half, 2 years later, I came to Bulgaria and I showed Special Forces that I took people that worked with me in WMAC Masters and later even in Power Rangers, like Hakim Alston and Town Southworth. And I shot a movie, and the fight choreographer and the second unit director was Andy Cheng from the Jackie Chan team. And basically, the idea was to do a movie that is totally cheesy, totally comics, because the story was not really logical. So
Right.
we went the whole way, and there was a lot of amount of fighting. We really, Andy and I divided the load, you know. We were like shooting back to back. I was here, he was there. The first fight that he shot, I like certain lenses, and the first one was he likes more tighter lenses. I like most looser lenses, and going closer, it gives it more of a, I call it again, spaghetti western feel.
Yeah.
But and that was the first movie I worked with Marshall Teague. So later, when the idea to do Special Forces came, I said, okay, I would like to do it. I'd like to do it with Marshall Teague. At that time, and that's the story of Scott, my good friend Don Warner, we used to get to our office many VHS tapes of people that wanted to get into movies. And I used to watch them in the beginning, and then I got tired. Why? Because there were some people were at good martial arts but didn't know how to do stunts. Some were stunt people but couldn't do really good martial arts, or some couldn't even act, you know. At a certain point, I didn't want to watch it. One day I came to the office, and Don told me, look, Isaac, I got this thing from an English guy, I think you should watch it. And I said, I don't know. I did what I did on my way home. He stops and says, Isaac, I still think that you should watch it. And I said, okay, don't put it. So he puts the tape. And I start to watch skeptically like this. And I see him, it starts with body shots and whatever. I say, okay, he looks charismatic. Can he move? And then you see some martial arts technique. I said, okay, he's got good martial arts. Can he do stunts? And then I see all the stuff that is what I call screen fighting, and he's doing it amazingly. I said, wow, can he act? And then comes scenes from BBC. You cannot be more drama than BBC. And I'm saying, wow. I'm taking the phone and I'm calling. It's in the middle of the night in England. And I'm giving a message. Listen, I want to work with you, etc., etc. I took the tape. I went directly to Millennium, to my friend Boss Davidson, that is the producer of most of my movies. And I told him, Boss, you got to see that. And I showed him the tape, and he had kind of the same reaction. And he told me, let's tailor a role for him in Special Forces. So we tailored that role of an English operative that is a little bit rogue and is up there. And that was the first time that I worked with Scott. And
Nice.
I knew that I want to work with him again and again. And I had a feeling in my stomach, many times you go according to the feeling that this guy will be a star, that he's got it, you know? And it was always a dream. You want to say, I will not say discover, but work with somebody that I know that we work together really well. And I had a feeling that this will be with Scott.
Nice. And you made that connection. And man, you really helped his career and kind of put him on the map. And man, he is a huge star today. And his fight scene that you had him, the one-on-one fight scene in this film is phenomenal. This is really good.
What I did, here's some fight scenes in the movie. I shot most of them. But that fight scene, I wanted to be very, very special. I was working with my friend Yuji. This is what we did. Because sometimes the trick is to put your ego, leave it out the door and think of the movie. And I said, Yuji, I'm going to shoot all of the other action, whatever. You go with Scott. Go to this warehouse. It was all in the studio. And let's make this fight scene, shoot it right. and make something spectacular. And that's what they did. They shot it for about 3 or 4 days, and they were a unit by their own. You usually know my style because we worked together from Power Rangers. We worked many
Yeah.
times together. It's like I calling my brother from another mother, okay? So, basically, that's the way that it was, and it was amazing experience, and this audience really loved it, when we screened it, and they really burst clapping, when that
Yeah.
fight ended up.
That was a phenomenal fight. Thanks again for watching. Click on the link below to watch the entire episode. And also, you can become a channel member and watch the full episodes ad-free. Don't forget to follow us on social media and also listen to our Verbal Nectar podcast on Spotify.